Perhaps you've got a budding Beethoven at home, or maybe you're finally ready to upgrade to that 6-foot grand. People buy pianos for lots of reasons, and it's an investment that can last a lifetime. So how do you find the best fit for both you and your home? We're not far from the bright lights of Broadway here at Frank and Camille's Fine Pianos. Now, I know that you sell to professional musicians as well as homeowners. What are the options when shopping for a piano?
Well, we have three options. We have vertical pianos, which would be the console pianos, which would be about 44 inches tall. Upright pianos, anywhere from 45 to 48 to 52 inches tall. And then we have digital pianos. And digital pianos pretty much will be all the same size, although they do make some grand digital pianos. And then we have regular grand pianos, acoustic grand pianos. That would be anywhere from 4'7" in length to over 9 feet.
And what are the price ranges in those options?
On digital pianos would be $2,000 to over $20,000. On vertical pianos, under $4,000 to over $16,000, $17,000. And in grand pianos, under $6,000 to over $100,000.
So those are some pretty big ranges. How do people know where their price point is?
Well, that's a good question. That takes a lot of work in trying to focus the customer into it. You know, I tell them, or I suggest to them, to not buy an ability today. You need to look down the road. Putting that aside, you know, we're going to consider the size of the piano. Certainly, an upright piano, more times than not, will be less than a grand piano. And we need to look at the style as well and finish, and all that will play into the piano cost.
So no matter what type of piano you choose, buying it should be a hands-on experience, right?
It should be a hands-on experience. You know, we look at tone, we look at how it feels, and we look at how it looks. And for the most part, a customer will need to consider those three dimensions of buying the piano.
Before going to a showroom like this, know where you're going to put your piano, what style and color of cabinet will best match your decor, and how much space do you have. So where's the best place to put a piano? I know there are many considerations.
Yes, there are. As far as a grand piano, the best place is to put the nose of the piano, the curve of the piano, into the corner of the room. That would be the most economic use of space in the room. As far as a vertical piano, more times than not, it's going to go against the wall because the back of the piano is not finished.
Are temperature and humidity a factor?
Well, temperature and humidity, the drastic fluctuation in both of those is what's going to put a piano out of tune. So you want to be conscious, and the humidity should be 30 to 50% humidity, ideally 40 to 45%. As far as temperature, again, you don't want any temperature swings.
And what about acoustics?
The acoustic consideration in a grand piano, the lid will funnel the sound out of the piano, so you want to be conscious of that. As far as an upright piano is concerned, the piano sound will reflect off the wall, so you want to keep the piano about 2 or 3 inches away from the wall.
Moving a piano is a job for professionals. Rolling it can scratch the floors, and these grands can weigh up to 700 pounds. And what about moving the piano? Can you get these big pianos through a door?
Absolutely. If you can walk through a door, you can get a piano through the door. As far as an upright piano, it's pretty easy. It sits on a dolly. The movers will move the piano into your home and set it where you want it. As far as a grand piano, the way they actually break the piano down, they lift on the corner of the piano, they pull the leg off, and then they'll tip it down onto a padded skid board. Once it's on its side, they'll pull the leg assembly off and the rest of the legs. Pretty much you want to give some serious thought as to where you want this piano, because you really only want to move it once.
And now, do these big heavy pianos damage people's floors?
Well, one of the things that we suggest sometimes is coaster cups, where you can actually, once you place the piano, you put the wheel into the cup, and that'll prevent damaging your hardwood floor or your tile floor. I don't recommend that once you have the piano set, that you roll the piano across the floor. It will definitely damage the floor.
And what is the tuner doing when he gets inside the piano?
So there are over 200 tuning pins that he needs to adjust to keep the piano in tune. He also might adjust what we call the action of the piano, which is the mechanism, to make sure there are no sticky keys, everything is moving and flowing the way it should.
Dust is one of a piano's worst enemies. The best way to clean the cabinet is with a soft fabric cloth, especially one that's anti-static. You can use glass cleaner to remove fingerprints, and a damp cloth is best for cleaning the keys. And try to avoid using an oil-based furniture wax or polish.
You do have a half lid, so you can actually close it halfway down. If you are concerned about the dust, just take the bristle part of your vacuum cleaner, go lightly over the strings, and it'll suck up any of the dust that's in there.
A quality piano can last generations if you take care of it, so pull up a bench and jam away, or let someone else entertain you.